Welcome to the Central School of English Stage 6 video series. In this video, we will learn how to use the passive structure to have plus object plus past participle. We use this structure to communicate that we do not do an action, but someone does the action for us. For example, if we compare the following sentences, I paint my house and I have my house painted. In the first sentence, I paint my house, I do the action myself. I am the person who paints my house. In the second sentence, I have my house painted, I do not do the action. I do not paint my house. I pay someone to do this action for me. By using the structure to have plus object plus past participle, the speaker is communicating that they did not do an action. The action has been done for them by someone else. The structure to have plus object plus past participle is used commonly in the English language. Ask yourself, do you cut your hair? Do you cook your food in a restaurant? Do you serve yourself food in a restaurant? Do you repair your car if it breaks down? Do you repair your washing machine if it breaks down? Do business owners design their own websites? Do people build their own houses? These are just some examples of when we can use the structure to have plus object plus past participle. Here is the structure to have plus object plus past participle in sentences. Molly had her hair cut by a hairdresser in the city centre. Here we can see that we use the structure to have plus object plus past participle because Molly did not cut her own hair. Molly paid a hairdresser to cut her hair. Jack will have his car repaired tomorrow by a mechanic. In this sentence, we use the structure to have plus object plus past participle because Jack is not going to repair his own car. He is going to pay a mechanic to repair his car. The manager had the business website designed by a design company. In this sentence, we use the structure to have plus object plus past participle because the manager paid a design company to design a website. It is also possible to use the structure to get plus object plus past participle to communicate that we do not do an action, but that someone does the action for us. For example, it is possible to say, I have my teeth cleaned at the dentist's office. However, I can also say, I get my teeth cleaned at the dentist's office. It is possible to say, we had the cake baked by a baker. However, it is also possible to say, we got the cake baked by a baker. In another example, we can say, Jack had his suit made by a tailor. However, it is also possible to say, Jack got his suit made by a tailor. People today live very busy lives and often rely on the service industry to help get everything done. Here are some services that people use on a daily basis. A hairdresser's is where you can have or get your hair cut. A garage is where you can have or get your car repaired. An optician's is where you can have or get your eyes tested. A dentist's is where you can have or get your teeth cleaned. A car wash is where you can have or get your car washed. A pharmacy is where you can have or get your prescriptions filled. A bank is where you can have or get your currency changed. A dry cleaner's is where you can have or get your clothes cleaned. An architect's office is where you can have or get your buildings designed. A nail salon is where you can have or get your nails manicured. A translation office is where you can have or get your documents translated. In this video, we have learned that we use the structure to have plus object plus past participle to communicate that we do not do an action, but that the action is done for us. We have also learned that we can use the structure to get plus object plus past participle to communicate that we do not do the action, but that the action is done for us. This video was brought to you by the Central School of English, an English school in Dublin. For more lessons, go to centralschool.ie.